All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakakwadash, and double honors unto the elders and apostles of GMS Great Millstone, and a sincere Shalom to Yakim, bringing out this word in diligence and in truth. And as you see right here, this is from Wall Street Journal, and it says, bosses are finding ways to pay workers less. After a tumble in pay for white-collar job openings, wages for new hires in many blue-collar sectors are now falling, right? And now, while you see with this picture, they're cutting basically a fourth, out of your $100, right? Showing you that 100 is no longer stretched, or is it valued at really $100? What he has created is an inflation, a shrinkflation, and a recession, right? And I believe a recession is categorized when the previous year's GDP is or the current year's GDP is less than the previous year's. So America has been in a recession, for a long time. But soon, this is going to get very ugly because we understand that Esau ultimately wants to transfer this system into electronic currency, which means that they'll be doing away with cash or any legal physical tender, and then it's going to be on the electronic grid, which will gradually move you to a system, that's going to be set with the MOTB. Right, Esau's we've read and done lessons on the articles of the CDBC, the central banking digital currency, right? And he's ready to implement it, man. And it don't even I'm not gonna even be able to read this whole thing. Salakia. Let me see. I'm gonna try to grab the article, Lord will, but it look like you gotta pay for it. So I'm gonna try to hey, Lord willing, man, I'm able to grab this article. Here we go. This from Cambridge News. Same article from Wall Street Journal. Lord will pops up soon. Here we go. It says bosses are quietly trying to reset worker pay levels, saying the era of overpaying for talent is over, which is crazy because you should be getting paid every day. The sun going down, you should be getting paid your day's wage. That's a righteous wage. Esau makes you wait 2 weeks or bi-weekly, whatever the case is. That's an unjust balance, man. Because here it is, you work every day, busting your ass every day, and you don't get paid your worth. And then on top of that, the money that you do get has to go towards bills, insurance, car notes, which is included with bills, food, if you have children, childcare if they're not old enough, so forth and so on. So basically, you're getting drained on all levels, right? So it says, and you should be getting paid for what the work you do, man. It says, pay for many white-collar recruits shrank last year, and now wages for new hires in construction, manufacturing, food, and other blue-collar sectors appear to be ebbing too, according to analysis of millions of jobs posted on ZipRecruiter.com. It says, job seeker report seeing roles that once offered salaries between $175,000 and $200,000 a year ago now being advertised for tens of thousands of dollars less. Right, but it's the same job and they expect the same amount of effort and work from you. Right, this shows you that this is a prison planet. America is a corporation, and he ultimately wants, the populace to not own anything and be happy. Be content with what we say you're allowed to get, what we allow you to have and give you. Anything other than that, is a privilege for him. But this is how, when you have a wicked man ruling, this is how the earth and the inhabitants of the earth, these are the straits that they're going to go into. I want to go into the book of Haggai. So I can. There's Haggai 1 and 6. It says, "Ye have sown much and bring in little," and this really goes for Israel, understanding that we're, the bottom of the barrel. When we go into the book of Deuteronomy 28, matter of fact, here we go, 40. It's Deuteronomy 28. Sheesh. I'm going to start at 33. It says, "The fruit of thy land and all thy labors shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up, and thou shalt be only oppressed and crushed always. I'm going to keep going this down further. 38, thou shalt carry much seed out into the field, and shalt gather but little in, for the locust shall consume it. Thou shalt plant vineyards and dress them, but shalt neither drink of the wine nor gather the grapes, for the worms shall eat them. Thou shalt have olive trees throughout all thy coast, and these things are the principal usage of man. When we go into the book of Sirach, right? It says, thou shalt have olive trees throughout all thy coast, but thou shalt not anoint thyself with the oil, for thine olive shall cast its fruit. So here it is that Jake is tending to the crops, but is never able to yield the increase of the land, nor benefit monetarily, man. And it's ultimately because he runs these corporations just like he runs a slave plantation. The problem is Jake doesn't know that they're in slavery. You know, a nigga is cool with a 3-day vacation, but they got to go back and work an extra 5 hours on Friday, man. This is not living. This is not living. This is, if Jake can't see that this is hellish conditions, because the bread and circus is still here. That's why when Yahweh Shema Shah shut off the mirth in this land, that's when Jake is really gonna feel it. You know, because niggas still got their football games, they still got their new rap artist CD, or it's like a new rap artist album. You know, they still got these forms of folly that's able to separate their mind from the chaos for the moment being. But once that is stripped away from you, you're gonna see how drastic and how draconian of a ruler he is, man. He's never cared about you and never gave you an even split wage. You've never been worth your wage and your work, man. You've been at the bottom of the barrel since you've been over here. But Jake think he free. Because a nigga can put on a Cowboys jersey and sit on the couch and eat some pizza and wings. Like, that's living. Yahweh Shai promised, in my house, in my father's house, there are many mansions. If it was not so, I would not have told thee of this. Paraphrasing, man. We're talking about a world without end in which the government established is through the law, statutes, and commandments, and Israelites, the elected 144,000, ruling, man. But Jake just cool with a 72-inch flat screen and a Slurpee. This is hell, man. You waking up, even the system of alarm clocks, is wicked, man. And when you watch that movie Coming to America, and Eddie Murphy got woken up by that symphony, the way in which you wake up is very crucial and important to how your day goes, man. Because what happens when an alarm clock is set off, your nervous system is shocked to the point where it wakes up your body in a harsh way. That's why you wake up grumpy. Even hearing the sound of a certain alarm, that's why they make sure all the alarm sounds are irritating. So that being the first vibration or sound that you hear in the morning, that's demonic. Understanding that sounds are vibrations and vibrations affect us. So here it is, they're telling you, we gonna pay you niggas less. Understanding that Jake is already under the curses. Jake don't know how to manage money. So he is creating organized chaos, man. Order ab chaos, right? It says, companies are also moving job openings to lower cost cities or offering them as lower paying contractor roles, recruiters, and corporate advisors say. The push to reset salaries reflect a power shift in the cooling hiring market. Employers have more choice of who they can hire and at what pay level, and are questioning whether they really need star hires when a workhorse will do. Even hourly jobs that were until recently the toughest for employers to fill are being advertised at lower pay than a year ago, as are some professional roles, according to business leaders and recruiters. A lot of companies are thinking they can get away with paying a cheaper salary because they know us job seekers are desperate. And that's true, man. It says he has lowered his pay expectations by at least $20,000 a year since he started looking. So at $20,000 divided by 12 months, that's about, if it was $24,000, it'd be $2,000 extra each month. So just say $1,500, less each month. And that's a huge chunk that's taken away from you, man. Those are bills. That's food to put on your table. That's, can't even say savings. That's just taking away your essentials, man. Right? Because that's what, 8,000 divided by 12. whatever that math is, probably like 850, 950, somewhere along them lines. Yeah. Or 780, however it goes. It says, among listings for more than 20,000 different job titles on ZipRecruiter this year, sectors including retail, agriculture, transportation and warehousing, manufacturing, and food all registered drops in average pay posted, right? And E is ultimately trying to have, AI and robots to do these jobs, man. Why? Because there's less of an overhead charge. A robot ain't got no sick days. You may only need 1 to 3, actual mechanics or electronic or mechanical engineers in order to fix these robots when they break down, and they can work them as hard as they're able. It says the biggest was retail, while average wages for new hires is down 55.9%. Agriculture is down 24.5%, and manufacturing down 17.3%. It says Tom Locke, a McDonald's franchisee who owns 56 restaurants in Ohio, Pennsylvania, and West Virginia, starts hourly workers at $13 an hour, but the signing bonus and other hiring incentives he offered during the pandemic are gone. He said he is constantly asking his managers if they can reduce hourly wages to $12 an hour. So he's a niggard, man. Not wanting to pay his employees. Here it is, this nigga owns 56 restaurants. And is still trying to make his employees get less money. If you can't see that this place is not your rest, what other proof do you need? I gotta finish this Haggai, man. This nigga's a multi-millionaire owning 56 different restaurants and still not trying to pay his employees a living wage. Matter of fact, what's that word? What's the precept saying? A niggard, man. Yeah, it says, riches are not comely for a niggard. And what should an envious man do with money? That's Sirach 14:3. This is Sirach 14:10. Ooh, I gotta start 9. It says, a covetous man, right? Covetous is a wanting something that's not yours. Here it is, they're trying to support their families. And E don't feel like 56 restaurants or income from 56 restaurants is enough. That's a niggard, man. That's a selfish niggard, man. Hey, because that's what the word niggard is. Someone who's selfish. It's like it. See, niggard. I'm going to look it up just in case, just to check. Niggard, a mean or ungenerous person. A stingy or ungenerous person, a miser. That's E. It says, a covetous man eye is not satisfied with his portion. He's not satisfied with the income that he's receiving, even though his family don't have to worry about money. It says, an iniquity of the wicked dryeth up his soul. A wicked eye envieth his bread, and he is a niggard at his table. Right? So let's go to the Haggai back. The 6, Haggai 1:6. Ye have sown much and bring in little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to put it in a bag with holes. Hey, it's never enough, right? And this is why you need to fight on the side of Yahweh Shem Yahshai. Because we understand that a time is going to come in which we're going to have to fully disconnect from the system. So we may be homeless. We won't be able to just go into the grocery store and buy food. But the scriptures clearly tell us that Yahweh Shem Yahshai is going to tend for the things that he knows we have need of. Right? He said the lilies of the field neither toil nor spin, paraphrasing. But the Most High watches over them. He said the birds never sow, seed, but the Lord always makes sure that they eat. How much more us, his prophets who are spreading forth his word to his sheep. He knows that we have need of these things, as the scripture says. Right? This is Proverbs 30. And I'm going to start here at 8. It says, remove far from me vanity and lies. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Right? We're not asking to be rich in this world. And we're not asking to be poor. But as the scripture says, feed me with food convenient for me. Give me enough so that I may withstand, have enough to where, hey, you got a roof over your head and food on your table, man. Right? It says, lest I be fool and deny thee, right? Growing rich and forgetting who your maker is. And say, who is the Lord Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai? Or lest I be poor and steal and take the name of my God in vain. Right? Meaning what? Hey, you get poor and then you go do some stealing or some type of act to get you locked up. And then you end up cursing the Most High, man. Right? So enough, to just continue, man. And the Lord always throws you bones, man. He's always going to make sure you're looked out for. Especially in the time that we're coming into. Food should be the last thing that you're worried about. And the time that we're coming into. Yahweh Shema Shai, he had Daniel feed Habakkuk. He had ravens feed Elijah 2 or 3 times a day, man. You know? Miracles are going to happen. And we just have to believe. Faith is the fuel. Right? So I'm going to see if there's anything else on this article. You know, it's basically going back into wages. Hiring managers gaining leverage, right? They getting more of pay. Same work, less pay. As I said earlier. People will take a job now because it pays them and they're scared. But that's not going to last forever. He is going to put the crunch on people, you know, to ultimately try to have them bow down into the image of the beast and receive the mark of the beast, right? And he's going to try to corner you into getting it. You know, he's going to squeeze you till you feel as if you have no other option. But that's, when you hearken unto the words of Yahweh Shema Shai and hunker down even more, man. And Lord willing, we be of that number and withstand the evil days to come. And that's why we're rehearsing the righteous acts and doing all we can in order to have our spirit strengthened for the times that we're coming into, you know. So I just want to bring this quick lesson to the body. Lord willing, it was edifying. I want to give all praise, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Harakakwadash. Double honors unto the elders and apostles of GMS Great Millstone. And a sincere shalom to you, Akim, bringing out this word in diligence and in truth. Shalom.